Hello, I am Luna Mystica and welcome back to my channel. In this space, holding space to do all kinds of interesting and different things, and today I'm bringing to you another movement sequence, and today we're going to embody the energy of the Queen. So here's this, ladies. We all have power within us to be a force out in the world, a force of reckoning with nature, with ourselves. We have the ability to stand up and hold firm in our beautiful bodies and move through this world in leadership and in grace and embrace our own queen within. Our beauty and our majesty, holding tall and proud and strong in moments that maybe are chaotic and difficult, and we can stand firm and uplifted and peace and strength and sovereignty no matter what's going on around us. So what I find in embracing my own power and my own queendom and my own leadership, it really all starts within the body and within myself and within my confidence. So how is it that you can show up for yourself, starting with yourself in your full beauty and in your full confidence? And for myself in this journey, a big part of that's happened with me through movement and carrying over to how I can carry myself in the world in other situations that are going on around me, and creating and doing various queenly tasks, because we all have the ability to hold ourselves in that power, in that energy, and in that title, because we are all queens within, male or female identified. We all have this energy within us, right? So a queen is someone who has completely embodied in the confidence of who she is and who she's becoming, and she's looked up to by herself and by others around her. So how can you show up for others around you in this space right now where people are actually really craving guidance? And it's by coming into this space with yourself first. So before we get into the movement practice, which what I've put together is some fun movement, and you know, how many women have empowered us musically that like hold the title of musical queen, right? You know, we have so many beautifully inspirational women that have led us musically, and that's quite often where my deep inspiration is coming from as I'm compiling different playlists and different movement series, is like thinking about the actual energy that's happening in the music. So as we're into this movement sequence today, see if you can really just embrace and embody the power behind the voices that went into creating the music that we're going to move to today. And also, you know, where does a queen stand firm in her movement, right? In her posture, she's tall and she's confident, and she can hold in her heart, and she can hold in her core and her center. She can be balanced, and she's real and beautiful. So really tap into that for yourself today. And again, with all of my movement practices, do what feels good for your body. I'm just here as a guide, right? And even sometimes my guidance can be a little bit wobbly. So be wobbly in yourself if that's where you're at. There's no shame in a queen holding herself to her own wobbles, right? So with that said, just have fun and make sure you breathe and hydrate yourself, and don't do anything past that's pushing you into pain. Certainly try to be in places of discomfort, but not painful. Listen to your body and listen to yourself, and stop and take breaks where you need to. So now with that said, moving into, I have brought the queens of my tarot deck. For those of you who are interested in tarot or have your own deck, I guide you and urge you to perhaps after this segment, after this video, and after you've completed your movement, pull out all of the queens in your tarot, which is what I have done. And so this is how I really look at the energy of the queen. I'm going to start with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, to me, Pentacles is my body, right? This is earth, but this is also like receiving. So how is it that you can show up in your own Queen of Pentacles energy? I feel like in this particular version of the tarot, you see this Queen of Pentacles, all of the colors of the chakras are really kind of fully like aligned and vibrant here, right? She's not going out necessarily and seeking what it is that she needs to move through this world. She's allowing these things to come to her. She's holding upright posture, strength, right? And she's still and she's patient. And she's just allowing Earth to come to her and to support her in the places that she's ready to receive, right? So this is my version right now of the Queen of Pentacles, this pause in the body, allowing Earth to deliver what we need right now in order to create. So next I have the Queen of Cups. This is just depicted as a woman here, mermaid, sitting on a rock, right? So the Queen of Cups is associated with water, and this is the element of emotions for me, right? So this regal mermaid here is sitting here looking at her cup, and it's full, and she's drinking from it, I would suppose, right? After she looks and sees how full it is. This queen has embraced her fullness within her emotional field. She knows what she wants in relationship, which is also associated with cups, how we relate to each other, right? She knows how to embrace her emotions and how she wants to relate to the world around her. And she sits here and she's also very still and very confident and observing how full her cup is. So she can choose who it is and who not to give her emotional energy to. And here we have the Queen of Fire, the Queen of Wands, right? This is the queen who creates. She has so much spark and passion in her. And again, you can see all of the colors here of the chakras, I feel like are in alignment again with her. And she's standing there with her wand, and she knows exactly what it is that she's going for and what she's ready to create. And this is the element of fire. This is our spark of passion within. So this is also the center of the will, right? The place in our core that's going to get us where we're going and what it is that we want to create. And here again, she's standing tall and proud and confident, embracing her element of fire. And finally, we have the Queen of Swords. There's a lot of blue here, and that's associated with the voice and the throat chakra. This woman's got her hand up. She's actually not going to take any shit from anybody. She's got a sword here, right? And she's going to cut out the shit, right? This is a woman who's not afraid to speak up and express herself, whether that's something that she's expressing artistically, or something that she has to express that perhaps somebody doesn't want to hear. But this woman, she knows how to speak. And she not only knows how to speak, but she knows how to be respected and how to be listened to. So here we have the Queen of Swords. This is one of my favorite ladies. As an Aquarius, I can really identify with the Queen of Swords energy. And also with this, perhaps when we are speaking up, like, how can we also do that with confidence? I take no shit, but also balance that with softness. All right, so there we have it, the Queen energy. So I hope that you enjoy this movement, and you can sit and reflect on your own Queen energy within. What is that? And like, also maybe reminisce and write down over your favorite queens of all times and think about the energy that they possessed inside of them that is also similar to the energy that you have within yourself. And don't be afraid, and let's not keep away our queen energy anymore. We need more queen energy in this world, right? We need to come out and express who we are in our confidence and in our power. So have fun, and thank you for coming by. Awaken, you most sensual, beautiful goddess. Breathe into the aliveness that is your sacred vessel, giving yourself permission to express, to move, to speak, to create. Intentionally be your own creatress. Awaken and move passion, desire, flow, feel, and love. Become your own ritual. All right, let's go ahead and settle in and prepare to meet our queen within, the queen that's always been with us, the queen who we're going to embody and embrace in our movement today. Bring your hands to your heart. You are a queen in your fullness and in your beauty. Allow her to be seen and to be heard. Bringing your arms up over your head, taking a deep breath in, drawing your hands down to your third eye. Breathe here. Bringing your hands down into your heart, bringing that breath into your heart. Take a deep breath. Now let's go ahead and dance our way into folding over our cross-legged position, bringing your hands down to the earth, swaying back and forth in this dance with yourself, this dance with the queen you are, meeting the earth, swaying back and forth, taking deep breaths. This entire sequence is going to be repeated, bringing your arms up, allowing your fingers to be in the movement, drawing in your queenly energy. Hands now back to your forehead, taking a deep breath in. Let's bring that breath again down to your heart, all the way from your crown into your heart. Let's take those arms back out, dancing back down to the ground, folding over in this way. Get lost in the sequence, taking deep breaths. These are the same moves that we're going to repeat through the entirety of this song. So just allow yourself to really dig in deeply to your dance. All right, arms back up. Really bringing that power in. Hands to your third eye, taking a deep breath. Going down and bringing it into your heart space. Pause. Now let's fold over again. Each bow down to yourself. You become more graceful and more fluid. Relaxing into the powerful woman you are. Really letting go. Bringing those pretty hands back up to the air, drawing in all this power for yourself, being fun and fluid and free. You're a sovereign queen. Bring that energy down to your forehead and take a deep breath. Bring your hands now down to your heart. Let's breathe here. Queen rules with her heart. And she folds over and bows down to herself, allowing herself to dance and move freely, all the way down to the earth. All right, bringing those hands back up, rising up in your power, all the way down to your heart space now. Let's prepare to transition. Okay, over to our knee. From our knees, bringing it up onto our feet in a downward dog if that's what feels good right now. But ultimately, we're getting into a forward fold, and we're going to just sway here for a moment, enjoying a release in the back. Just get weird with it. Do what feels good right now. We're going to be coming up in just a moment and working on some body part isolations. So moving the knees out back and forth. Again, just being weird with it if you want to, whatever feels good. All right, let's come up. Turning to face forward on the mat now. We're going to be bringing our hips into focus, sliding them from the right into the left, keeping your knees bent and your arms out. Just getting this strong posture of a queen. It's getting a little bit sassy in her hips. Bringing your arms down to your side. We're going to take the hips up and down, keeping your heart tall and proud. This movement's coming from your knees. Queen that's getting ready to march forward with purpose. Let's take this into a figure 8 with the right hip going to the corner of the room first and then back. Keeping your arms out to the side. Trying to keep this movement isolated in your hips, but if your shoulders want to get into it a little bit, let them go, and let's reverse that. Figure 8 to the other side. Let's take our right shoulder back and our left shoulder back, alternating. Slow and sensual, queens. Bringing the movement into your hips and rolling out your wrists. Our castle's in the distance. Let's go ahead and bring our feet apart, wide stance. Let's go conquer that castle, taking your right hip back and then your left hip back. As we're bending over, keeping your back straight, looking forward, bringing your butt out and moving it back and forth. Now, hands down the legs, all the way to the ankles, and then back up the thighs, keeping that flat back down to your ankles, and then hands drag up your thighs, flat back. Now let's wiggle out the hips, keeping the back flat, shaking that butt from side to side. Let's fold all the way forward. Bringing your hands back to your ankles, moving your hips from side to side. Staying bent forward just for another moment. We're going to take the right arm out to the diagonal and our left arm back and pulse it up and down. Now let's bring that to the other side. Left arm out, right arm back, and pulse up and down. Bringing your hands to your thighs or out to the side with that flat back, taking that butt back and forth. Let's go ahead and drag the hands up to the hips, taking the right shoulder and the left shoulder back. Now we're moving into chest isolations, bringing the chest up and down. Just moving the chest, bringing the arms up. It's how a queen shows herself proud. Let's take that in a circle all the way around to the right. All right, reverse, rolling it around to the left. Bringing that chest proud and forward. Let's take our hands back to our hips. Back in the flat back, taking your hips back and forth to the right and to the left. Arms out, flat back. Bringing it all the way down to the floor. Right arm out, left arm back. We're going to pulse again here. Taking it down, and now switch to the left. Pulse. Keeping that back flat. Now let's bring this into a goddess squat. Fix your pants if you need to, and pulse. Queens aren't just sensual and sexual, they're also stewards of hard work. I want you to lift your feet up off the mat, alternating right and left. Let's bring it back up to that flat back position and shake your butt out. Now bring it back down, and we're going to put the shoulders into the movement right now, alternating the right and the left back in the goddess pose. Castles in sight. Keep going. Queen's gonna breathe through this work. Taking your arms out, pulsing in that goddess stance. Bringing it up. Flat back. Let's take it into a chest circle again. And reverse. Bringing your chest lifts again, up and down. Bringing it back down into a goddess squat and rolling it out. Let's shake this out. We're getting ready to get wild with it. Favorite queens of all times musically. Let's embrace the kooky queen right now. Let's take it into some jumping jacks. Yes, the queen does have to do jumping jacks. Keep breathing through this. Fix your pants again if you need to, and keep going. Now let's clap it out, bringing those arms up in circles. Do whatever you need to do to take a moment. Give yourself some applause. All right, now right arm to left knee. Queens work their obliques and their balance, all in one swift move. Keep going. Let's reverse sides. Left arm to right knee. All right, back to the jumping jacks. Let's go. Being a queen doesn't mean that we're going to sit here and just look pretty. Let's get that heart rate up and keep breathing. All right, give yourself some applause. Put your hips into it. All right, switch directions of your applause circle. Or whatever it is you're doing. It's almost over. We're going back into our obliques. Right elbow to left knee. Keep going, keep breathing. Switch. Left elbow to right knee. Don't hold your breath. All right, let's wiggle this one out. Our work's not done. Give yourself some applause for this sweet little break you're getting. Switch your circle of applause, going the other direction. Now we're going to kick our left leg out to the side, balancing on one leg. If this isn't accessible to you, then hang on to a wall and continue with the same movement. Let's switch sides. Right leg out. Hold your balance. Or wobble. But keep going. Bringing it down. Let's breathe it out. All right, let's bring this down to our knees. Coming down on hands and knees. We're just going to dance this out in a moment. All that crazy shit we just did. The queen needs a moment to gather herself. All right, let's get ready to do some leg lifts. Taking the right leg straight out behind you, tapping the toes down to the mat. Just moving the leg up and down. Queen's got to have her backside in shape, right? So now it's time to work those glutes. Now switch, bringing the left leg up and down, keeping that core pulled in tight, flat back. All right, now let's drag those hands up our thighs. Come up onto your knees and make some hip circles to the right. Keep your arms up, bring them on your hips. Do whatever you want with them. Just make it sexy and make it feel good. Let's reverse circles now, bringing those hips to the left. Coming back now to our hands and knees. We're going back into the same glute work, tapping that right leg up and down to the ground. Keeping that core in, and breathe. Now let's switch legs, taking the left leg up and down. Keep breathing, keep the core in. Taking the right leg up, only this time we're gonna bend the knee like we're taking our toes through the ceiling. Keep that butt lifted and strong, working from those glute muscles. What's good for the right is good for the left. Now moving it over to the left. Now let's drag those hands back up those thighs. Bring it back up onto your knees and take some hip circles to the right. Again, putting your hands wherever you want on your body. Just keep them on your body. Or you can take them out to the side, move them through your hair, and put them up in the air. Reversing circles. Taking it back, we're going to dive forward, coming in between our legs down into our serpent wave. Right leg up, left leg up. Taking it into a cobra and alternating those legs. Now let's bring it back. Coming back up onto our knees. Let's do some more hip circles. Reverse if that feels good. Now we're going to take the right knee in, toe to the ceiling and down to the floor in a wave. This is called a scorpion. Let's move this movement over to our left side now. Left leg up, bringing it through our hands into our serpent wave. That's done. Let's gently roll over now on our back. Bringing hips up into a bridging position, pulsing up and down. Putting your arms in the mix, turning these bridges, pulses into undulations. Now let's take some circles to the right, circles to the left, undulations again. Let's take those toes up in the air and let's take a little dance on the ceiling. I want you to come over to your side and sit up. Dancing around to the front of your mat. Bringing the knees up in front of us, let's run our hands up and down our shins, folding over our knees and back up. Now let's separate out the legs, keeping the knees bent, folding over and putting the shoulders into the mix. Now go over as far as you comfortably can. Make this feel good in your body. Now let's bring the legs all the way out into a splay, folding over as far as you can. And you may not have the flexibility to go all the way over, but just pulse. Taking your right hand over to your left leg and coming around in a circle. These are our willow trees. Let's keep going around to this side. Bringing your arms and turning it into a dance. Now let's reverse those circles, bringing it over to the left. Now let's bring these knees back together. Let's take those bent knees over to our right hip. We're going to bring our left arm up over our head and then back down and around. Back up over the head, taking the hips up this time, bringing it back down. Left arm overhead, hips off the mat. Arm over the head. Let's straighten out that left leg and bringing the hips up. Rolling out the wrists. Bringing it back down. Now let's windshield wiper the legs together back and forth for just a moment. We're going to do all this on the other side. Left hip down, right arm up over the head and then back down. Hips up, arm over the head, bringing the hips back down and the arm around. Right arm over the head, hips up, bringing the hips down. Right arm over the head. Let's straighten out that right leg now. And let's bring those hips up in the air, taking this into a sexy stretch, rolling out that wrist, bringing it all back down to the ground. Now let's dance around to getting ready to lay down flat on our back, bringing those legs back up in the air, dancing again on the ceiling with those toes. Keep dancing those toes on the ceiling for just a moment. Now bringing the legs together, but crossing them with the right over the left. We're going to slowly drag that X out into a splay. And then we're going to reverse our cross. So left ankle over right, dragging that out into an X, into a splay. These are called triple X's. Continuing those movements. Now let's come up on our arms a little bit and we're going to just keep our knees together and we're going to do half circles back and forth from the right to the left with our legs together. Playing with our Betty Boops here. Now let's come back into dancing on the ceiling, staying up on your arms if this is comfortable for you. Now taking the right leg half around and the left leg half around. Continue with these half circles. Now let's bring those legs back down, laying back on the mat. We're going to bring our hips back up into a bridge, making circles or undulations, bridge pulses, whatever's feeling good in your hips right now. taking the feet back to the ceiling for just a moment. Quick transitions are coming as we're getting ready to sit up, crossing our right leg over our left, bringing the arms up, taking a deep breath, down to the third eye, down to the heart, taking out the left arm, and then the right. Hands behind your head going up in the air into butterfly hands, and then switch your butterfly hands, bringing opposite hands to opposite shoulders, bringing out the left arm and the right. Hands up into butterfly hands, reversing those butterfly hands and touching the shoulders. One more time, left, right. Breathe up into your third eye, moving it down. Now we're going to fan the legs from the left to the right. All right, this is our last fan over as we're going to cross our left leg now over the right, coming up to seated. Bringing those arms up over the head, taking a deep breath in, bringing it down from your third eye, down to your heart. Let's take out the left arm and right. Butterfly hands, and then reverse those butterflies. Opposite hands to opposite shoulders, taking out the left and the right butterflies, and then reverse hands. Opposite arms to opposite shoulders, left arm, right arm. Hands up to butterfly. Reverse butterfly hands now to your shoulders and hands to your heart. Quick transition, bringing the hands back. The right leg is going to go straight and come into bending into a helix. And then reversing the helix on the right side. Splay, and then let's pedal the feet forward. Coming back to staying up on our hands, pedaling it out, undulating the back. Coming over now to your back, right leg straight, left leg bent. And let's continue to switch sides. Bringing your hips up into the movement if you can. If not, keep your back flat and keep those legs going. Coming up with left leg bent and right straight, let's stretch over that right leg. And now let's reverse. Stretching over the opposite leg. And let's go ahead and prepare to come out of this movement and come to a seated position, bringing the knees bent to one side and then to the other. Let's windshield wiper them. We've come to the end. Separate the legs now and keep windshield wipering. How unstoppable a queen really is after all that stuff we just did. Now let's sit back, bringing our feet together into a butterfly, leaning as far over into that butterfly as you can. Bringing the arms up over the head. Raining down your power into your heart. Let's stretch the left arm in front, taking little sways if that feels good. Let's bring the arms up. Use those fingers again, bringing in all your power to yourself. Now let's take the right arm out in front, taking a stretch. All right, let's take the left arm over the head, right arm down to the floor, and let's take a stretch here. Reversing sides, bringing the right arm over the head, left to the floor. Feeling the stretch. Now coming back up, bringing your arms out. Take it into a fun shimmy or whatever it is that feels good right now. Let it be weird. Bringing the legs out in front, dancing around again to your back. We're going to cross the right leg over the left, bringing those knees close by, rocking back and forth. Now switch, crossing the left over the right, hugging those knees in and rolling back and forth. Let's get flat on our back. Taking the right leg up in the air straight. Stretching that right leg, hands on the calf. Let's switch sides now, taking the left leg up. Taking that stretch. Now dancing the toes on the ceiling, one final dance on the ceiling for now. Taking it back up into a seated position. I want you to wrap your arms around yourself. Embrace the queen that you are, rolling that head around to the right. And go ahead and reverse that back around to the left. You are a badass queen and you are ready to go reign and rule over your kingdom. You're going to go be a leader. First for yourself and others. Draw that power down into your body and thank you.